Drive through Plymouth, Massachusetts, and you might end up on one of the oldest dirt roads in America. Old as in before there was an America.
Plymouth is very proud of its road. When you go along, you're thinking, you're not just stepping back into history, you're actually going through it.
This is Old Sandwich Road. Chronicle recently discovered this portal to the past while visiting the Rye Tavern, a beloved historic restaurant.
This was a stage stop on Old Sandwich Road, and this tavern was built in 1792 as a tavern.
The road follows an ancient Wampanoag path. Colonial settlers began using it nearly 400 years ago to reach Cape Cod, says historian Jim Baker.
When the people in Plymouth opened up to the new town of Sandwich in 1639, they needed a way to get down. That's about the time you might say it opened.
Cape Cod had a great fishing and salt industry. Back then, the whole neck of the Cape was Sandwich. Bourne didn't break off until the late 1800s.
The Cape Cod Canal opened in 1914, cutting off Old Sandwich Road. But much of this nearly 6-mile stretch remains in Plymouth. More than half is still dirt, winding through rural woodlands.
Have you outgrown Baxter?
Yeah.
Time for a bigger horse?
Few know this land better than Nathan Withington, known to everyone simply as Nuff.
I'm the last of 9 children. There was a Dr. Green that delivered all 9 of us at home, and Dr. Green told my mother that's enough, and I couldn't get rid of the nickname.
In these parts, townsfolk call Nuff a legend.
All that means is I'm old.
The 200-acre Whipple Farm has a storied past. The property once measured 2,300 acres and belonged to Eben Jordan, co-founder of the department store Jordan Marsh. In 1910, Jordan sold the land to Nuff's grandfather, attorney Sherman Whipple.
My grandfather was sailing to Scotland, I believe, and he received a telegram. If your offer is still good, I accept it.
After Whipple passed away in 1930, a celebrity aviator almost bought the entire place.
And there was a fellow named Charles Lindbergh, due to the unfortunate event of the kidnapping and killing of their young child. They had to go back to Long Island.
That twist of fate kept the land intact and in the family. Today, Whipple Farm is a working equestrian farm focused on haymaking and conservation.
You only can protect land once. Once the yellow ribbons go in, it's over. I'm so appreciative of the people that appreciate the land. This is my therapy. I would rather ride in a tractor seat than a golf cart. I love it.
Finn seems a little bit more curious to me.
Yep.
For Nuff's daughter, Megan Knight, the farm is also a place of healing. Knight is a licensed mental health clinician who runs Whipple Farm Wellness.
I do a lot of work with trauma, complex trauma, ADHD. Horses are kind of like a mirror to ourselves. When we're nervous, they're nervous. When we are calm, centered, present, and relaxed, they feel the same way.
Stand by her shoulder, give her shoulder a little rub.
The goal, says Knight, is for clients to spend time with horses as part of their mental health journey.
There's no riding involved in this. The learning part of it is centered around being present in the moment, lots of mindfulness work, lots of breath work.
And the setting, says Knight, is part of the medicine.
My father has worked very hard at preserving the land here, and it is definitely a place where people just kind of can take a breath.
Another family has been a fixture here for nearly 2 centuries. In the Plymouth village of Chiltonville, Bramhall's Country Store sits on Sandwich Road, the paved section of the same historic route.
This was the original ledger of George Bramhall when he bought the store.
Ben Bramhall owns the store, which bustles in the summer and fall with lobster rolls, flowers, and a market.
This was built by our great-great-great-grandfather, George Bramhall, back in October of 1828. It would have been a general store. It was the original post office for the area. We think there was a cobbler shop and a shoe shop in here at one point. And then in 1980, our dad and grandmother turned it back into a country store.
Around here, says Bramhall, the past is often closer than you think.
The dirt road is part of the charm of Sandwich Road, and this is what it would have looked like driving a horse down the road back in the 1800s.
Bramhall's country store is open for the season, and Ben Bramhall shared a little more about the village name of Chiltonville. The area used to be known as Eel River Valley, but in 1846 was renamed Chiltonville in honor of Mary Chilton. She was a pilgrim who, at the age of 13, was reportedly the first female to step out of the Mayflower and onto the shores of Plymouth.